Hey guys, I want to show you how you add stats to these legendary uniques. This is how you make the best items in Last Epoch. So basically, once you get a unique like this, it drops. See where it says 2 legendary potential? We can add 2 stats from a purple item onto that piece of gear. Just has to be one of these purple items. And it's going to take 2 out of the stats that you have on it. But yes, to also do this, you need to get a Temporal Sanctum key, and I'll show you where we do this at. Alright, so to get to the Temporal Sanctum, you actually obviously are going to be through the campaign if you're doing this. So you got to come to the Rune Coast here in 1290 AG, and you should have been here before and you can just teleport to it. So yeah, all you have to do is come up here, click on the door, slap the key in, and you can go ahead and start. I'm going to go ahead and skip most of this footage of the dungeon itself, and I'll put it at the end of the video and go through the rest of the important stuff. So yeah, once you're in here, you now have a new skill that you can do. You switch realities by pressing D. So you can go from Divine Era to Ruined Era just by pressing the D button. And sometimes these doors will be open and they'll be closed. So you got to work your way through the dungeon, swapping back and forth. So you see it's shut right here. Swap, still shut. You gotta keep moving your way around through here till you find out which way you gotta go to get to the end. Okay, so now we're at the boss. She can be very tricky because she'll do an attack that fills the entire room, and you're gonna have to shift to the other time era to dodge it. So she can be very tricky if you've never fought her before, so make sure that you just pop stuff off and swap phases.
The Epoch, I will have it.
See, she just blew it up right there, but we switched the other room so we didn't get one shot. She will also change dimensions to herself. That wraps up the boss fight. Then after you finish killing her, you come into the next room, and that's where you'll create your legendary item. Right in here. Okay. So now you take your one unique piece that has the legendary potential. This one has 2, so it can take 2 stats. And then you also have to take a purple piece of gear that you have that has to have a total of 4 stats. It won't work if it has 3 or 2. You must have 4. So always make sure you get enough stats on there before you run out of legendary potential. Then you take them both and you put them in here, and you press seal cache, and nothing happens here, so you have to switch your time back to the other zone, and you'll be able to pull out of this one. And there you go. You have a piece of armor that has 2 of the stats on it now. And it still has no level requirement. This is probably the best way to make really awesome items in this game. And it's a really good way to get your stuff powerful. And also, as you see, no level requirement. You can use this at level 1. Alright guys, I'm going to do one more quick example. I have a scepter here too. Just like a low level, no level requirement starting weapon, which could be used for in-game too if you make it powerful enough. And I have my purple one here with 4 stats on it. Go ahead and throw it back in here. Do it one more time. Then you pop it in, hit seal, change time zones, and then there you go. Got shock and ignite. Good luck. Hope this video helped. Thanks for watching.
Hey!
Sounds taken. Fools. Fools.
What's this? How are they manipulating time? Could it be?
Fighting me is destroy them. Stand against us. Lowly peasant.
You carry the epoch then? A fool like you has no use for it. You won't see me coming.
Sans take you.
Sans take you.
Fighting me is foolish.
Perish.
Okay, so now we're at the boss. She can be very tricky because she'll do an attack that fills the entire room, and you're going to have to shift to the other time era to dodge it. So she can be very tricky if you've never fought her before. So make sure that you just pop stuff off and swap phases.
The Epoch. I will have it.
See, she just blew it up right there, but we switched the other room so we didn't get one shot. She will also change dimensions to herself. That wraps up the boss fight. Then after you finish killing her, you come into the next room, and that's where you'll create your legendary item. Right in here.